You look at Mahabharata, you look at Ramayana, you look at all the stories of Mahabharata and Ramayana, where there is dharma, there is peace. Okay? That is very important. If you look at all the gods and goddesses, they have always practiced dharma. What is righteousness? So the more you practice righteousness, the more your presence of mind will be there, because the whole reason is, the more your presence of mind works is because you have followed dharma unconditionally. Wherever there is dharma, there is satya. Wherever there is satya, there is prema. And wherever there is satya and prema, that means the other side of the coin is only ahimsa. So you are not going to do any harm to anybody. Non-injury. The whole point is life is that. You have to become non-injurious. So what happens is, you are all suitable candidates for enlightenment. So if you are a suitable candidate for enlightenment, then you have to follow this principle.
Right.
Then only it will have a bearing inside your heart. Illandre, see, there are two ways you can understand yourself. If you understand through the mind, then you will be cautious. That's all. Because you don't want to get into the wrong side of all the people around you. If you are clever enough in the mind, then you will be very cautious. Because then you will only looking at things which you feel is judicious enough for you to follow. Dharma is not only judicious, dharma happens to be not only judicious, it also happens to be contagious in your life. Because your children will transmit that same gene, whether your children are 25, 30 years, even then that dharma point will be contagious, like how you will avoid corona. Corona by sight, by anything can happen, but more so by a physical contact. Okay? So dharma is by like corona. So just one wrong word in corona, in dharma is contagious, like corona. So you have to watch your words, weigh your words, and judiciously follow what you weigh and see. Okay, that is the way of life. The way of life is dharma incorporated. That's what you should do. Then you will be all right. So don't think your father and mother is there somewhere else. No. If I assume your father and mother are not here in this world, then you should assume that father and mother are there in your consciousness. Their presence is felt in your consciousness. That is dharma. That is real enlightenment. Otherwise, we are so judiciously intolerant of their love, their affection, their prema, and all that. You have to be judiciously good. If you are looking as an enlightenment, if you are looking for the modes of enlightenment, the only way is you have to follow these things. Okay. So your conscience should be clear. Your conscience will be clear if you follow these subtle points of yourself. Look at all the olden system. Okay. When you put the rangoli in front of your door in early morning, that rangoli is put in front of the door is to welcome God. When you welcome God, God comes in some other being only. He doesn't come as God himself. He comes in the form as a milkman, he comes in the form of a milkmaid, he comes in forms of different forms. He comes in.
ಆ ಜಾಗ್ರತೆ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು.
You should have that awareness. In today's Kali Yuga, you may think of different factors all on the negative side. But where is that positiveness? In a city it's different. Okay? In a city it is different.
ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮನೇ ಅದು ಆಕರ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಅರಿವು ನಾವು ಈಗ ಇವತ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
Even in olden days we used to have one angala, we used to have a jagli. The whole house was designed. Okay, when people in the family don't come to see you, there is a different place for them to sit. You go out of the house to see them and come in. Their duty is work. Their work is your duty. Okay. Look at the olden ways of living. Today you will say, no, it's all Kalanmars and all these things. That is your mind telling you. Unsaturated mind, the egoistic mind telling you. Okay? You should be open. You should be open. This one thing which I myself don't agree with you. Because this is city. You cannot ask everybody, you cannot have a door open. Okay, there's a calling bell. Okay? Times have changed, but your heart should not change. If you want to have a divine experience, your heart and mind should be open. Then only divine experiences will start happening. That is why many of you who have accompanied me in many Tirtha Kshetras, you will have lot of godly anubhavas. Okay? That's what you all also tell me. Okay? You cannot see God as God, but God comes in the form of human beings only in Kali Yuga. Okay? So there is some message for you from some human being where you have to recognize, you have to become subtle to understand and receive that. Adu mukhya. You have to become subtle. Sukshma irbeku. Okay? In the initial days, you were all very subtle. I am trying to push you back into that subtlety, which you don't have now like before. Earlier days, you were very subtle. You were able to recognize small things. Now, even if you have Lord Rama himself coming to you, this fellow is from some drama company. You will not see that. Your Chaitanya is adulterated today. There is no innocence. When there is innocence, that means there is divine sense. When you lose your innocence, what is remaining in all of you is only that sense, that sensual part of your life, where your mind operates at its peak. Earlier days, heart was operating at its peak, Hridaya. Now your brain is operating at the intellectual level.
ಅದು ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಏನು ರೀಸನ್ ಸಾಧನೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ?
Yeah, no evolvement. More the involvement in sadhana, more will be your evolvement, and you will seeing Akasha is Akasha. Even in Akasha, in broad sunlight, you will only see darkness. That is the whole thing.
ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಗುರು, ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಿಂತ ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು ಅಂತ.
Yeah, you are now indulging yourself in non-spiritual activities. So you have lost that subtleness. A sukshma, you have lost that subtleness. Okay? You don't know the effect of your child, of your children. You have stopped seeing them as innocent long ago. You are only looking at the mental status of your children. Even your children are innocent to a certain extent. But you project your children yourself as they are the next terrorists in the world. They are actually born spiritualists. You are projecting them as terrorists. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಚಾರನೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಚಾರ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ಆ ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಚಾರನೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು. Even a small thing, you will highlight it and you will project it as a big thing. Bring back your innocence. Bring back your child's innocence. Why do you think your child is crude or cruel? Get back the innocence of your children. First, you bring back the innocence of yourself. Okay? Today, every year passed by your own life is your consciousness is not proportional to your conscience. Your Chaitanya is not proportional to your Manasakshi. Every year, your consciousness, your Chaitanya is not proportional to your Manasakshi. That much crudeness has come to you. You are so innocent long ago. Now you are not innocent. When you are not innocent, you cannot expect some divine vibrations coming into you. That sukshma is not there. Alva? All right?
ಜೈ ಮಾತಾ. ನಾನು ಗಮನ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಿ. Jai Mata.
ಜೈ ಮಾತಾ, ಜೈ ಗುರು.
So, today's inference is not because of your interference. It is not because of anybody's interference. Your inference is because you have highlighted yourself how you have to be from the next moment from today. Jai Mata.
For more satsangs from Sri Sri Nimishananda Guruji, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell button below to get notifications. Like and share the video and spread the divine message.